Brown guy with tattoos. I think I'm covered. We're looking for a brown guy with tattoos. Perfect.
Is that the AK day?
That was the AK day.
So chest blasted?
Chest. He just what?
How about this? We'll give something for the listeners. All right.
Okay, dude, if people understood that they can get slapped at any fucking point in time, they would legitimately shut the fuck up. Fucking take the labels off of this shit. If they want to drink the bleach, drink the bleach. So day drinking, and I was like,
I caught that. I'm like, motherfucker, it's 11.
We're at
It's
work.
11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
At work at least.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Too, but I was like, yes.
Now it's time for you to talk about Blood Dick.
Right.
Why the fuck were you guys talking about that before the fucking episode? Hashtag Blood Dick.
So awesome.
Listen, welcome to the Covert Standard.
In a world where four assholes talk into a mic, what will they talk about next? Are they going to bitch about the wall? Are they going to talk shit about each other's cocks? Or they're just going to carry on with today's daily life? Sponsored by CovertUSA.co, not .com.
What a perfect lead-in.
What's up, bitches?
What's up, guys? What's going on? That was fucking awesome.
That was good.
I liked it.
Good.
I was kind of hoping at the end, because I was seeing where you were going with there. I was kind of hoping you would just continue on like a huge, like, like they're going really fast, and then
CovertUSA.co.
Unacceptable.
it is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
No entiendo lo que estoy diciendo. I don't understand what I just said.
Oh my god,
What
that
is
guy was
up
ridiculous.
with the world, baby?
I don't know, man.
Oh, and I know it's old news, guys, but it just, we can't get over Cory Booker speaking Spanish. It was too fucking good.
Unacceptable.
Nailed it.
Dude, my favorite part is his eyes, though. Like when
he looks so
Betos
like
starts
robotic.
talking Spanish, his eyes get real fucking wide. Like, this motherfucker's outdoing me right now. I'm not gonna be outdone. And then fucking goes into some broken ass Spanish. Like, I can do it too, bitch.
He's a
It's
cyborg.
so good.
He's a cyborg.
It was almost like talking Portuguese. Like his accent was almost Portuguese.
Unacceptable.
Oh my gosh, it was weird.
I just like that word.
The black Spanish accent.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Hey, I don't want to
It's
get
one
off
you
on
don't
the
get to hear.
tangent here, but
Yeah,
let's go over the other sponsor as well.
I view marketing.
I do marketing.
Yeah. If you are a business
In a world when you want to print shit on shit, and you want to get bananas with...
I think he's doing it better, bro.
Is he doing it better?
Yes.
We'll let the crowd decide.
Get back with us when we air
Turn
this.
me around.
That's still there.
Yeah, you did end up having a scar back there, bro.
Is there a scar? Man.
I haven't looked.
Dude, it sucks.
So, I view marketing. If you have a business, or you want to start a business, or you want to advertise for a business, they have all of your
Shit on shit.
print marketing needs. What is it?
Shit.
Print management, your number one stop shop for print management services.
Sure, that's his tagline.
Yeah, something like that.
So, obligation fulfilled. So,
Hey, we got another sponsor
we?
that's going to be hitting us up here soon. It's a brother of ours. He's been on the podcast before. I just got to work out some details with him to make sure you understand we're good to go. But yeah, we're going to have a new sponsor here soon.
cool.
So-
You'll have even more bullshit to listen to before
Yes,
we
we're
get
going to try to
Sorry.
make this as long as possible.
It'll be a sponsor day. All the sponsors.
So, I have been gone for a couple weeks. And I have not had a chance to see you guys, and we really haven't had a chance to hang out other than right here, right now. So even though it may not be, I don't know, I think it'll be good podcast material, but I'm fucking excited to tell you about what happened. I fucking went to Daniel Defense.
Daniel Defense.
So when I say I went to Daniel Defense, I got invited to do a factory tour of Daniel Defense, and then helped some guys build some rifles. That they paid to go there to build their own rifle, and then go to a range with the Daniel Defense guys and shoot their rifles, and then a bunch of fancy shit, which was really fun.
God damn, dude.
That's super
You're
cool.
fucking hanging out with some badass dudes.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Motherfucker, we don't get the invite, bro?
But also,
we don't
so
get to
I
build
came
fucking
up
Daniel
with-
defenses and shoot them?
I came up with some questions because I like Daniel Defense, but I wouldn't consider myself like a big Daniel Defense guy. Like, I guess I'm a fanboy of a couple different manufacturers, BCM and Magpul.
LWRC.
Not myself, but I respect
no,
them.
I was talking about myself.
Right. So I did some research into Daniel Defense, and I came up with some interview questions, and I emailed them ahead of time, and they were like super hesitant on like who could talk to me. I'm
Really?
like, yeah, and I was like, man, did I come up with like if you want me to dumb down my questions, I can. Like, I didn't mean to like push any buttons. And they're like, no, actually, that's not it. You just came up with such good fucking questions that there's like a really low list of people that could actually answer them. And Marty Daniel, the owner of Daniel Defense, is probably the best person to answer it. But
Holy shit.
He's kind of tied up right now. He wasn't planning on doing an interview. He's welcome to do it, but his schedule is really shitty right now. So I got another guy to do it named Patrick, and he's been there for about 11 years. So he's been there since all they were making was Rails. And it was
a while ago.
That's how they started, huh?
Right. So the Daniel Defense was started by Marty Daniel. To give you a quick rundown, because he wanted a new hobby. His friend took him out shooting. He fell in love with shooting in the late 90s when there was like no ARs on the market. And he wanted to have a couple different accessory options. So he came up with a sling attachment for the rear, basically like what Magpul's ASAP plate is. He came up with a similar solution there, made it, and people wanted it. So he's just made a machinist make a bunch of it for him. And then he wanted a flat top to his AR, and there was no flat tops at the time. This is 2001. And so rather than making one, he made 100 and then sold all but 4 of them. And then like instantaneously they fucking sold.
Yeah,
so
limited edition runs. It's the best way to fucking do any company.
He started making rails, and military guys were using his rails in some of the different shooting competitions they were doing. And so the first time he went to SHOT Show, he got I can grab you a beer. It's okay.
He's got it, he says.
The first time he went to SHOT Show, he got approached by forgive me for not remembering. It's Navy Division of something. The guys that put on the SOCOM trials, Navy Division of Land Warfare or some shit like that. And they asked him.
NAVSEC? No.
Yes, I think so. I think it's NAVSEC.
Ooh, good. You're right. All right, keep going. Keep talking.
So
there's acronyms for everything.
Right. I know. And I'm so terrible about remembering them. So, but
good job, Chase.
They asked him to design a rail with like certain specifications. And then he did, and he won a military contract, and that kind of launched his whole company. So, I don't know, there's a lot of really interesting, cool stuff, and they really fucking give a shit about, like, the culture war. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but back in 2014, they put together a Super Bowl commercial for Daniel Defense.
Yes.
It got shut down.
Yes, I do remember that.
And it was an awesome commercial. I mean, it didn't show really anything other than a vet coming home and talking about how he wanted to be able to defend his family. And said Daniel Defense at the end of it.
Yeah.
And they pulled it because it's too offensive.
Such a controversy, right?
Yeah.
Offensive to America. What the fuck?
Shit. I think Black Rifle Coffee went through that too with their Super Bowl commercial.
They did too.
Because they had the word rifle in their name, company name, and all they were fucking selling was coffee.
It's it. It's coffee.
That was it.
Yeah.
But the name and the logo is what.
Yeah.
So
I think the Starbucks logo offends me. I think
before we jump into that,
I'm offended.
Before we jump into that, because that's worth jumping into. The Delta 5s are super dope. I shot 550 yards, which is not much, but like it was like a fucking
Delta
laser
5.
beam, dude.
What?
It's the bolt action.
Not
that
much.
Defense.
Oh,
not much
Delta,
over here.
I'm thinking optic for some reason. Yeah,
550 is fucking good, dude.
Dude, it was like a fucking laser beam. Just fucking
Really?
nail it. Like, I didn't have any idea where the rifle was sighted in for, and it was fucking horrible because some gooseneck motherfucker set this up with a Night Force optic to where, like, you literally had to, like, super stretch yourself out just to kindly...
Fucking gooseneck.
Right. I don't know what the
Damn
fuck.
goosenecks.
But I shot it at 200 yards, hit my target, kind of guessed my holdover for 300, hit it, and then fucking guessed my holdover for 500 and hit it like 4 times in a row. I'm like, okay, that was pretty dope. They had the 6.5 Creedmoor over there, but I was kind of supposed to be helping other guests have the experience, so I didn't get a chance to shoot it because they were all over the 6.5 Creedmoor because it doesn't recoil as much. But
it sounds so amazing.
In a world where 6.5 Creedmoor takes over,
dude, it's a fucking amazing round.
What do you think about that?
Fucking run.
It's
love
a dope
that round.
little round.
I don't like the way it looks.
Sure,
Is
I
that
don't
weird?
care about that.
I fucking love it, dude.
I get what
weird?
you mean, but I don't
love it.
care about that. I mean, the performance is fucking outstanding.
I heard, yeah.
The
I heard.
suppressor Daniel Defense makes is cool as fuck too.
Which for which caliber?
The Wave. They only make a 30 cal suppressor.
Somebody just told me. Oh, it was Butterworth. Butterworth told me about the Wave.
30
yeah.
cal
So,
suppressor
30
would
cal.
work for 5.56, 223, and 308, and
300 Win Mag,
and
It's rated
300
for-
and
right,
300.
I mean, it's fucking
and
rated.
blackout.
So they shot everything
So
from
the suppressor you wanna
22 to 300 Win Mag, and when I say that they shot, I don't mean like they shot a couple rounds. I forgot how many fucking thousands of rounds of 22 they put through that can, but they put a fuckload of 22 rounds in it. But
The amount of lead in that thing.
the cutaway of it is super interesting, and basically when I talked to them about it, they didn't really go in there wanting to do a 3D printed suppressor. It's a 3D printed suppressor. But they basically designed it in a computer and like ran a bunch of simulations and said, this is really fucking interesting. We'd like to make a suppressor this way. And then kind of after the fact, the machinists were looking at like, you can't machine this. Like the geometry of how these baffle systems works can't be cut. So they employ a 3D printing company to make it. It's pretty cool.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
So how many rounds can it hold? Or like,
I don't know.
like
the
the longevity on something like that probably can't be too great.
No, it's made out of Inconel. The whole fucking thing is made out of Inconel.
The fuck is that?
It's a 3D printed suppressor made out of Inconel. That's what it was. I was listening.
So
Yeah.
most suppressor companies will make the first couple baffles out of Inconel because it's super strong and lightweight, and the baffles that are kind of most likely or least likely to get struck are the first few. Generally, it's later down that and. So if they have to chop it, they can keep the more expensive baffles. But most suppressor companies won't make a whole, like, more than a couple baffles out of Inconel because it's so fucking expensive. They make the whole goddamn can out of it. It's pretty sweet.
That's fucking interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got an NFA prison right now. I have my 22 Sparrow suppressor, and I have my M4000 5.56 suppressor. The next cans I'm going to buy, because that's my goal now, is every year I'm going to put 2 in NFA gel.
Right.
So the next one I'm going to buy is a 30 cal can, and I'm up in the air about it because I want to build a 300 blackout.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, get the 30 cal then.
Well, somebody told me the Wave. Sorry, but I know who told me the Wave. But like when he told me about it, I started looking up into it, and it's a pretty dope.
It's a pretty
fucking
dope
can.
fucking can. Yeah.
I like the Helix.
The Helix is another dope one. Yes.
I used it.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, that's not the only good option out there. Just a good option.
There's a bunch right now that are well under $500, man. Like if this is a season of fucking be buying suppressors, I'm telling you right now, it's out there. You got fucking dealers even willing to pay for your tax stamp. So
yeah, I bought mine
like,
pretty good.
If you want to end up like, think of it this way: you see an M&P Shield. See that price? Yeah. You can fucking get a suppressor. You just gotta wait.
You just gotta wait.
You gotta wait. But it's the same fucking price.
That's what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's nobody wants to fucking wait.
Right.
It has nothing to do with affording.
Immediate satisfaction.
Possible changes to NFA law, by the way.
Yeah.
Ooh,
They're trying to push through legislation to force Leo approval again.
Which,
I thought it kind of is already. Like,
so that was
I know in West Palm Beach, that's how it is in West Palm.
That was their argument. So before
Leo's got to approve it.
Form or like something 41, whether it was like Form 41, not a form, but I don't know. There's some decision they made in 2016 that changed it from you needed to be a part of a trust to get a suppressor or an NFA item because if you did it as an individual, you had to get your Leo to sign off on approval.
Correct.
Yeah.
And really what it was intended to be was you're just getting them to sign off saying that they don't suspect you of any wrongdoing, but it became, well, they're not going to sign off on it because then they're liable if something happens, blah, blah, blah. That was kind of what it got twisted into. And so...
and it was an attempt as well. All you have to do is let them know is what it was.
Well, now, no. Before, you had to get their approval.
You had to get their approval.
So this must have been a couple years ago then.
After 2016.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. 2016.
They changed the law to where whether you're in a trust or you were filing as an individual, you have to submit your fingerprints and a recent photo. And if you're doing it on a trust, everybody in your trust has to fingerprints and photo.
Yeah, because
it used to be that they didn't have to do that. Whoever founded the trust could do it. Mm-hmm. And then there was this big outrage of like, oh, well, someone could start a trust. But
what
then
if?
Have
what if scenarios? I gotta fucking
someone
love them.
could have a like shithead son or uncle, and they put them on the trust to where they're a prohibited user, but technically they could have access to NFA items.
Yes, yeah.
Even though there's no recorded instance of that happening, that's what people freaked out. So they made this change to where now everybody can do it. You can file as an individual or a trust, but you do basically the same process as most states have for CWPs. Fingerprint, photo. I haven't done anything wrong that would prohibit me in an application, and then submit it, and then they do their background check. Takes about a year most of the time. So what they're trying to add a provision to is to add a 90-day period to when they start the process for the NFA item that the law enforcement can object to them being able to get it.
Gay.
ATF's response to that was basically with the Leo notification that is involved with the current Form 4s and Form 1s, they have that ability to offer their input to the ATF. So it really, politicians are just trying to find an easier route to declare more people unlawful to have it. And then also, I mean, the electronic stuff right now is having really fast turnaround times.
For like SBRs and stuff, right?
Right. So Form 1s to make something, and that would delay you even further. Because
someone
there
said
would be
8 days.
Mandatory 90 days is basically what this would make. So most of the time, the 90 days doesn't matter because you're waiting longer than it anyways. But in the few occasions the ATF is fast enough, they're trying to make it to where you have to wait even longer anyways.
Everything that I had done, SBR, suppress, everything.
Chest blasted.
It's always 10 months. What? Chest blasted only took about a couple hours.
It's still not done, bro.
The everything, yeah, I know.
Time's ticking.
I've been freaking busy.
4 months.
The 10 months
over under
for SBR.
Yep.
10 months for suppressor, and it's going to probably be another 10 months for these next suppressors. Everything's been 10 months for me. I always miss the e-file when I'm ready to go.
Chase is bored by all this NFA talk.
No, I might have to go here in a little bit.
Oh, well, while we have you here, then let's get you started on.
What do you think of the ATF? In the ATF redo like their option on pistols or something?
These idiots, I've been warning people about this for a while of them trying to put forward pistol grip or forward vertical grips on their pistols because it's over 26 inches. So they're saying it's an other weapon, not a pistol.
Yeah, AOW.
Yeah, well, not an AOW because then they'd have to register that. They're saying it's a firearm or an other. But not in any other weapon, which is total nonsense. That's the whole point of any other weapon is that it was supposed to capture anything else that didn't qualify. Sure. But the ATF came in and said, well, because a pistol brace it's not a feature of a firearm. It doesn't turn anything to a pistol, so that can't be included with your measurement of the overall 26 inches. So it's got to be from the end of the buffer tube to the edge of the barrel unless the muzzle device is pinned and welded, and then you can add that. And if it's a folding, if you have one of the law tacticals with a folding, you have to measure it from a folded position. So
it's messing everything up on the 26-inch
Well,
thing.
people were trying to fuck with the ATF, and the ATF's like, listen, that's not how it fucking works.
Want to play stupid games.
Right. Dude, Fostech, man. I mean, not to throw, I don't know. Fuck you, Fostech. I'll throw you under the bus. Fostech was sending guns. They have a semi-auto shotgun that they were sending as like an other, kind of like a Shockwave.
Yes.
And they were sending it with a forward pistol grip years ago, saying, oh, it's totally legal because it's over 26 inches. And, I mean, I really feel like they were putting their customers at fucking high risk by doing that shit, of sending it with it attached on there. Like, there's no need to do that, and they're doing it on purpose. Like, if one of their customers got arrested for it, Fostech wasn't going to get in trouble for it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I felt like it was a shitty thing for a company like that to do, and they're kind of assholes to deal with. So fuck you, Fostech. They do make kind of a cool semi-auto shotgun.
You know who else I want to say fuck you to while we're on that fucking train? Fuck you, Starbucks.
That's what I was trying to get to Chase about. That's what I was trying to get Chase about. Talk to me, Chase. I know you're not an expert, but you know more than I do because I haven't had a chance to look into this. All I've seen is memes lately of like cops standing next to a cop car and saying like If you're afraid of us, it's probably because you're a criminal or something like that.
Usually.
Do you know anything about what's going on with
We don't feel safe with police in our buildings. Get out of my... Wow, stupid motherfuckers.
Cops were at Starbucks. I don't remember where it is because it's just... Apparently I'm tired. And the fucking people asked them, or Starbucks employees asked them to fucking leave because of their making their customers nervous.
Yeah.
So feel unsafe.
Because they're a bunch of fucking...
I just wish the cop was a fucking boss. Because I did ask Chase about this. I'm like, what are you going to do?
So this
like,
wasn't
why not
just
say...
Call the cops, motherfucker.
Yeah, call the cops.
This isn't some kind of national policy they're putting through. This was just in a single incident that
Correct.
people getting upset
this
about?
is their second incident with that other stupid one where the guy was they were trespassing him and fucking it went to shit because he was a black guy.
Yeah.
And so the cops were evil and Starbucks says that, cops are evil.
Oh, the Asian social justice warrior manager was also a racist, evil person for calling the cops on him.
Usually it goes.
Yeah, so, but the following day they ended up closing almost 90% of the fucking Starbucks to do some national-wide fucking training.
Yeah, but the trespassing thing?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I remember all
because
that.
it was trespassing and discrimination training, something like that. Mm-hmm. So they're just fucking up left and right,
I don't
man.
think it was trespassing. I think it was just discrimination training.
It's the employee.
Yeah.
It's the common employee base that ends up going in there. I'm not saying all of them, but there's a common employee that goes and works at these places that happen to be on that kind of side leaning. They feel like that they have a voice.
If I can be the devil's advocate here, people love the smell of their own shit, and that results in people genuinely being scared
I don't.
of cops.
Yeah,
that is a
my
thing.
Shit's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. Like it smells like shit. I don't like the smell.
Yeah,
of it.
nobody. Yeah,
there are people of all walks of life, whether they're have legitimate reasons or more than likely totally no legitimate reason, they're legitimately scared of cops. That is definitely a commonplace thing in America.
Sure. I see the fucking lights behind me. Immediately, my fucking balls go into my heart. Like,
really?
I feel like I was watching
my dick titties just recede into me when I see lights behind me.
Forgot about dick titties.
I know that needs to be a hashtag.
It's just a habit. I mean, it won't even be for you. It's just a nervous thing. I mean, it is what it is.
Bro. Same thing in that thing where the trooper gets behind me and I'm like, wait a minute, they can't do it.
Dude, okay.
Well, they kind of can.
So
good luck.
I knew I was thinking of a movie and I couldn't remember what the fuck the movie was where it happened. It was fucking Clint Eastwood's Mule. I finally watched it. Have you guys seen that movie yet?
I want to see it.
God, it's fucking good. But I watched it on the plane ride on my vacation. But they pulled over a dude based on his vehicle because they were trying to catch the mule. And I think it was a Hispanic guy, but he was like freaking out of like, I'm sorry, officers. I'm just really nervous because this is statistically the most dangerous time of my life. You're probably going to shoot me.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, that's fucking...
It's a real thing.
So, I mean, from a business owner standpoint, I can see in certain neighborhoods them being like, hey, not for nothing, but can you go? Because you're kind of freaking out like half the people that are paying customers here. I don't know. I always see the capitalistic side.
Negative.
Of things.
It's a business, bro.
The cops are evil, and it's the.
Well, you don't even have to have that aspect, though. You know, like from the business owner's standpoint of like, hey, my customer base is trying to fucking leave because you're here.
That's fine.
Like,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you say that because it's not your business. Like, if you're losing money out of your own fucking pocket, you're probably going to be more inclined to be like, hey, I don't hate you or anything, but can you just kind of like...
Negative.
No. I stand behind my belief. I love cops. I support them. So if I have a public business that's open to public domain and people can come in as it goes, they please
no matter who
there,
you are.
Okay.
That's the point of you starting a business because you want to do something for the community as well. And kind of...
Well, that's a big jump. You start a business because you want to do something for the community?
Oh, you pick the location.
Sure.
You're happy with where you're at.
Sure.
Yeah. But the whole mentality of just trying to get somebody out. Let's take the cop thing out of the way. Now let's put a homeless person.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're going to get rid of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're acting like you made a good point. Every fucking business gets homeless people out of their
they're homeless.
That's a commonplace. Like, hey, I don't hate you.
It's because
but can you go? Because you're really fucking harassing my staff, and they're freaked out and feeling unsafe.
That's the difference, though.
But you see what you just did there.
The cops aren't harassing, though.
What'd I do?
No,
I'm gonna
explain
stop.
yourself. Stop being a baby.
I'm not
going to stop.
I'm confused on what's going.
Don't stop.
So okay, so the whole homeless thing, right? Okay, you're saying everybody's going to get rid of homeless.
Compared cops to homeless people?
I didn't say that.
Well, you didn't say what you were trying to say, so I'm trying to get you to say it.
Please continue.
Yeah,
go ahead, Fred.
I'm lost.
So homeless people, okay, it's because I'm not saying all, but there's a lot of homeless people that they will go into the business, and they do certain things that would not be considered good in front of others in society. I can't just pick out somebody and just judge them. You're homeless. I know you're homeless. You can't do that because there's people. I mean, look, it's 2019. A lot of people dress like they're homeless, and you can't just judge somebody on that. But sometimes they go in there, they want to sleep on the bench. Sorry, guy, can't do that. Or they want to go in the bathroom and then tear up the whole bathroom.
It's behavior based.
Correct. So when a police officer walks in, the cop's not harassing anybody.
Right.
I mean, they're probably just on a break real quick to get a cup of coffee and just
hand on the gun.
I'm just my whole point is, and I support them. Anybody who has to do a fucking grind like that, and that's any job. And I support the same. I support the cops. I support the trash guy. Nobody wants to fucking do that job, but I support them because they're doing it for us. You know,
right?
So like, I'm all about that hardworking individual and the people that are willing to do the grind that most people won't fucking do. Like most of these people that make money off of fucking YouTube, right? Like a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people that. That's it.
I don't know, but all I can say is I'm totally with you, and I don't see myself doing that either. But I'm also not in the position to where I have to make that choice, and it's real easy for me to judge someone because I support police versus coming at it from the aspect of like, oh well, they're fucking up the bottom line. Like, I at least understand where that thought process is coming from. Like the whole point of you to either run a business or to run a business for somebody else is to generate money. Like that's the fucking reason you're there. That is the reason that you are employed every day. So anything within along those lines to try to achieve that goal, I'm at least understanding of. Doesn't mean it's always correct because there's plenty of immoral acts that can happen under that guise. I was just trying to make $1. But I at least, I don't know, I'm not going to roast in a national wide franchise or chain just because a manager somewhere fucking asked them to go.
Are you comparing said homeless to police in the fact that they stand out? They're not the normal people, or not the normal clientele that go in that just, coffee, put their head down, don't pay attention to things. They don't stand out.
The way I look, Dillon said homeless, and I was just going off of that, saying like, they're going to stand out a little bit, but if they're a paying customer, they paid for their whatever for the services, they have the right to fucking stay there. Okay, same thing but again, if you're a small business, you have the right to not give any service to anybody, correct? Refuse service.
Yeah.
But if you're this is a worldwide company as well. And it's one of those things like these are guys that are doing things for their community and they came in to pay for a coffee. It's not like they fucking just demanded fucking free shit. And now you're telling them to leave the premises because customers feel nervous.
Then I would actually treat that the same thing as any type of discrimination.
And that's where I was getting. That was my point. I was going to say race. I was going to say race, not the homeless part.
Sure.
Like,
I get it now.
There's no fucking difference. It's a paying fucking customer. A paying customer pays for the fucking product. You give them the service. They have the right to be there just like everybody else. 90% of the fucking folks in a Starbucks is using a free fucking Wi-Fi, holding the fucking seat for 3 to 4 hours and say that that's their fucking job.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur.
That's the fucking word they love to use.
Chase knows something.
Bam.
But that's a problem that I have.
Entrepreneuring over here.
So.
Well, most of the time it's probably for freeze going to any of the big chains for coffee, because most places that they like cops, they want them to be around, because I mean, even as soon as they leave, then the fucking place gets robbed. Especially if you come to that shit, then who are you going to call?
Not saying it's correct, because this argument frustrates me too. I'm not saying this is correct, but generally the argument that you're met with when you come at them with that kind of argument is that political viewpoints are not a protected class.
So I'm not saying that that's a political viewpoint either. I was baffled by your response on trying to say you're going to be the devil's advocate on that. That's why I was trying to wrap my mind on how is that justified?
It's because he's the most conservative and the most liberal.
That has nothing to do with it. It comes to the fact of that I run a business. So I have to deal with the public. And I come from that perspective of I understand like people, and you're right in the fact that generally I have never kicked anyone out of my establishment if it wasn't behavior based.
Correct.
It was never based on how someone looks.
That should be pretty much almost any given time.
Certain people's behavior has made other people uncomfortable, and that has been a basis for me to ask someone.
We should start kicking cops out of the shop.
Fuck no, I love cops.
You should. You definitely should.
I fucking love cops.
Let's see how that works.
Bro, you should. Go ahead.
When you were quick to say political status, I wasn't talking about political status. Okay, that's fine, but that's not what I was getting at.
I wasn't quick to... Okay.
Stop shutting down.
Yeah, no, Dave, you literally said it quickly. I don't understand what you mean by you weren't quick to say it when you said it fairly quickly. It was your immediate response, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not trying to shove words in your mouth. All I'm trying to do is get to a point that it seems to be upsetting you that I'm trying to get to, which is...
It's not upsetting me.
Okay.
Not.
Okay.
In a world where the most conservative and liberal guy...
That's good. So the point I'm trying to get to is that as society, they've deemed that it's either religion or sexuality, age, disability, or race. You can't kick someone out of your establishment for those 5 reasons. And if it's not one of those 5 reasons, then you can do whatever the fuck you want. But if it's one of those 5 reasons, it's totally not acceptable. That's what they came in. That's what like the civil rights movement was all about in the 60s. They said, like, listen, you don't have freedoms to do whatever the fuck you want. You can't do those things. If it's not for those things, fine. So I totally understand, and I'm actually behind you completely when you're frustrated by like these fucking cunts kicking someone out because they're out there putting their fucking lives on the line, protecting the fucking community. Because they're cops. It's stupid. All I'm saying is that seeing how by the way, I understand also that this guy probably didn't give a fuck about any potential loss in money. Like the manager was probably just a shithead that was of the mindset of I don't fucking like cops.
He was probably high.
Maybe.
And he said, but there's I'm getting nervous, so I'm going to ask you to leave.
I've watched countless videos of people like getting fucking assaulted or getting kicked out of businesses by employees because of people wearing MAGA hats. I've seen it happen time and time again of fucking videos of people recording
and they have no idea why. The whole MAGA thing, they have no idea why. They're just jumping on a bandwagon and do it.
It doesn't matter though. Like they could be treated like shit and then kicked out, and it's over a fucking hat.
Yep.
Totally unacceptable behavior. Same thing with the cops. Cops don't even mean... That doesn't mean you have any kind of political belief. It's a fucking job that's an important one that we all fucking rely on no matter what political stances you have. It's super fucking frustrating. I'm by no means supporting what the fuck happened. I'm just saying I can, at least in an edge of my mind, kind of understand if everybody's leaving and you gave this cop free coffee to be like, hey... guy, can you go?
Take your coffee and go.
Yeah. I'll give you a scone.
I haven't been to Starbucks in I don't remember how long.
Yeah, I don't shop there.
It's coffee. I don't want
Starbucks.
all that. I don't want all that fancy shit.
Yeah.
But
that logo offends me.
Yeah, they don't like guns. Fuck them.
There, see, even better. They don't like, or I like the memes that are going out, like all of the fucking fire guys are supporting the cops, fucking, we have coffee at the fucking station, come get some kind of thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love that.
That's awesome.
That entertains me a lot.
That's really good.
The second responders reaching out.
and now there's no more free coffee for you.
That's okay. It was the first time.
It was a few
episodes. They're done with you.
There's a few episodes that talked about that fucking meme of like gas stations holding up the sword to the Dark Lord, and the Dark Lord just says law enforcement, first responders, and...
I've seen that, but I think you sent it up. Yeah, that shit's fucking hilarious.
I mean, most and the normal spots, normal gas stations, it's free coffee, free fucking drinks because We want law enforcement.
We're just going to cut you guys off of coffee. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
you're done.
You don't want that.
You're done.
Yeah,
no coffee for you.
Law enforcement without coffee? That's a dangerous world.
We're going to shoot everybody.
Bad idea.
No more coffee. We're cutting it off. It's illegal. It's a legal drug.
The cops should just be like, I hope you get shot then, bitches.
Yep.
We're going to the gas station.
You're going to get robbed. Bye.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, that's how we solve the...
Our response time is now an hour and a half. Good luck.
Yeah.
And that's how we solve gas stations being robbed.
Yeah.
Right here. Single-handedly, Starbucks shut it down. They're at gas stations now, and gas stations no longer get robbed. Right here. We're solving world problems
It's
right
a
now.
thing. I'm telling you. Stupid. People are stupid.
I like this. Let's solve more world problems.
Thank you, Fire, for being amazing and second responders.
Oh, look. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome, but you're definitely
They
second.
are.
Second.
They're so awesome.
Second.
It's not even funny.
Hashtag Firehead.
So would that
But
make
still,
them
yes.
first losers?
Yes. If you're not number one, you're number two.
Well, I don't know about that. They don't get shot as often.
Yeah. How about the one?
The fucking OD?
OD one.
Yeah,
that was rough.
He got shot.
It was rough.
Fuck, he got shot and died. It's fucking horrific.
Motherfucker
380.
that saved that
380
motherfucker.
of all the people that don't think 380 is deadly enough.
Is that that's the one
Fucking
they revived them?
douchebag on the fucking on the bus
fuck.
that was basically ODing
On heroin, right?
on heroin.
Oh
they
my
gave him
God.
Narcan. He got the fuck off the bus, tried to just
you
walk off like nothing. Do.
OD.
And they were like, "Hey, guy,
Yeah, and
relax."
then oh no, it's a cell phone. It's a cell phone. Grabbed a fucking gun, racked it, and then fired a couple rounds. Hit a fire department. I forgot his position, but someone that worked fire
I think
department.
it was a lieutenant.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I mean
thought it was
he's
somebody high.
career. I mean he was, and shot and killed that motherfucker because he's a piece of shit.
and
Sucks.
that's
It's fucking
my
horrific.
that's my main fucking problem when people are like trying to suppress like, oh, cops shouldn't be doing this and they shouldn't be doing that. No, what the fuck, man? Look at this video.
I remember that video coming out.
they were
and
so
they
calm.
only showed like him grabbing a gun and racking it. That was the original clip that was going around.
They didn't show the
and then
whole-
they
yeah.
released the earlier one where he was passed out, like slouching on a chair, and then everybody was trying to get him out, and he was trying to literally walk away. Like that type of shit needs to be fucking put out before they fucking start doing these short clips out there.
It's a narrative, dude. That a lot of people are doing that from everywhere, man.
That was a good training moment. If you find yourself out there doing that job, though, of just because someone's passed out doesn't mean they can't become a threat pretty quickly. So
Yeah.
quick search for weapons is not the worst thing to do.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't care who judges. Just check them for that first before you try to save their life because they're idiots for being in that fucking position in the first place.
Yeah.
I feel bad for man. That does suck.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, that is terrible. I feel like we should take a shot for that guy right now. That's how bad I feel. But I don't have any alcohol around
Nope.
here.
It's all in the other room because we got smart.
We did get smart. Well, I did that.
One of the last few podcasts, I was slurring my words pretty bad.
Oh my! It was pretty good though.
Yeah,
That
podcast was
fun.
good, but
I had
God,
a
I
fun
was like,
time.
oh, you sound like an idiot. It just makes it better. You start slurring your words.
It always does.
Makes you sound more official.
In your head.
There's so many things in the media right now that I just
Hegemous. Hegemous.
Did you say vagina?
What?
I need one.
Okay.
And he needs one.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Stat.
I'm good.
No, you need one.
Okay.
So you guys saw the
It's seltzer water.
you guys saw
Seltzer water.
the unfolding of fucking stupid ass AOC, right? Where she
Explain
goes,
which
she
one,
Yeah, I
goes-
mean,
what time?
isn't that like
What are we
last
talking
year
about?
and this year?
No.
Yeah. Are we
No,
talking
I
about the meme?
So there's a lot of memes. The
one?
memes are great. I love fucking dude. Memes are awesome to me, especially when they're like, they're so good. But anyway, basically AOC, that stupid fucking, I can't believe she got
Easy
elected.
there, bro. Well, I think she got elected. Now, when I was looking into it, no one ran against her.
Is
Right.
that's
So-
probably why she got?
That's-
Yeah,
that's-
that makes sense.
Hey, you can't do nothing about that.
Damn, that means I could have been an elected official.
Area.
All I had to do was go up against her. I guarantee I would have been voted.
Area of
Maybe.
command. AOC. That's what we're
Area
talking
of command. We're
Yeah.
talking about there's no command.
Commander,
Area of
Comanche.
A
Clitoris?
lass of
cuntness.
cuntness. Yes, I like that one.
No.
So she goes to the southern border.
This is considered as a parody.
So I was at the border.
Whoa.
So she goes down to the border, and she brings like a whole staff of people with her, like a bunch of freaking like reporters and like paparazzi kind of people. Right?
Go back to doing.
No, I'm not doing that.
Do it again.
No, I'm not doing it. Somebody said parody, and that's what came into my head. You guys got to dice it. I'm gonna edit it out now.
That should be the new intro.
So she goes there and
Brown
she
guy
starts having pictures taken of her while she's at a gate, which is like the parking lot gate. And she's just standing behind this chain link fence, and she's like crying and screaming at the Border Patrol agents and everything like that. And all you saw at first was the cameras of the camera crew that followed her to take these pictures. So all you see is her like close up pictures of her against the fence yelling, right? So in your mind, you're thinking, oh, she's doing something powerful. She's trying to yell something to help her, encouragement or curse out, whatever. She's trying to stand up against the power, right? Well, Uncle Sam's Misguided Children, our buddy Tank over there, had a video release, and I'm not sure where the actual video came from, but it was a video of somebody standing behind all of this happening.
Yes to that one. Keep on.
Watching her against the fence, getting pictures taken of her, and it shows that the gate that she's against talking and screaming at them is completely open. She just picked a spot on the fence that's like closed
pictures,
off.
Now
just
I
so she can
definitely
get
know.
pictures taken of her. And
I'm showing him my favorite meme of Ocasio-Cortez.
and then
This is fucking amazing.
And then all you see is her yelling at a couple of Border Patrol agents that are standing there.
They're just chilling.
They're just chilling. There's nobody there.
They
There's
just
no
came back from their
kids.
free coffee.
Yeah,
At
they
Starbucks.
They went to Starbucks and got kicked out. And now they're sitting in front of this gate. And now they have to deal with fucking stupid ass fucking
that's a
AOC yelling
poster.
at them.
I'm just saying that's a poster.
Okay,
Shut the fuck
all right,
up.
what is this? What is this meme?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know that it should be said.
I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. She is fantastic too. Oh, I mean, yeah, they're pretty good. That is a pretty good meme.
So I understand that she was a bartender before.
Yeah.
So if I was 18 and I got a chance to vote, and then I saw pictures like this roaming around, fuck.
But I mean, this is kind of a problem, like to have those, because those are very powerful. Right? I mean, it is a powerful fucking tool.
Literally two targets.
They
if
are.
you break it down and
They're
you
like
try to draw it.
nuclear explosions. People like us are like,
So explain to the audience what the fuck you're fucking looking at right here.
Anyways,
do I vote for the 60-year-old businessman,
expressions-
or do I vote for these things?
Her facial expressions are what makes her memes so goddamn good.
Yeah, gets really.
There's so many fucking crazy face memes. I love how like
so good.
I didn't have like Chase saw it from an angle from Dave holding it. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's my favorite one too."
I keep up with memes.
Apparently,
let's just say she has a university shirt on.
You guys are smart,
so
you got to keep up with smartness.
Boston University shirt, nice and skin tight. She's actually dancing in a video.
Hold on,
and that's a screenshot of that video. I don't give a fuck. They're not worth it.
So in other words, Fred, you should definitely run next time.
I totally could have ran for Congress.
How about this?
There.
Any time that you see only one elected official that's running, or
I'm gonna run against them.
What do you think about the women's soccer team as they're doing their little bullshit fucking dance?
Fuck her.
And they drop the fucking
But I like the other.
ground.
I like the other girl.
That is
what is her name? Who's the one to say
Kelly O'Hare,
the real star.
Kelly O'Hare,
the real star.
She was forced to the sidelines after like a bad collision, and she fucking ran from the fucking sidelines to pick up that fucking flag.
All I have to say is, Kelly, if you listen to this, sweetheart, we love you. That's awesome. I fucking stand behind that. You saved it. That's a real American woman. That stupid fucking bitch with the fucking colored hair that was like, that literally just threw it on the ground like it was nothing. Fuck her. Listen, it could have been. It could have been an accident, but she didn't even try to recover it.
No, I didn't see any of that shit.
Okay, what is it?
I haven't seen the video. I've
seen the video. She's talking to the audience. She's in the hype, and she just like takes the flag, throws it, like rips it out, and then throws it on the ground, and then starts celebrating and leaves it on the ground.
They're trying to do some girl dance for making a fucking goal, and there's two other girls with the main, whoever the fuck she is.
And they're fucked up too.
And they're fucking doing whatever. And like she thinks about it. And then she's like, oh no, I can't do the thing with the flag in my hand. So she throws it underneath. And then Kelly comes out of fucking nowhere. Snatches that motherfucker up.
Yeah. She runs from the sideline, grabs the fucking flag, snatches it up, picks it up off the ground.
Either way, congratulations to the U.S. soccer team.
I support
fucking
it.
a game that no one in the United States loves. Like, they don't like to watch that shit.
No, it's soccer.
We fucking annihilated all the other fucking countries in that thing.
But you're supporting our country. Like, you should. Have you seen any other game? They wear the flag on their back. It's like a.
Well, they open the event with each other's national anthems. Yes. So it's a big thing.
It's a big deal.
Like, dude, they're representing the fucking country.
The elite.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
so
I
throwing
get
our symbol on the ground was like unacceptable to me. I don't care about the dance.
I mean,
well, here's the thing.
I haven't seen the video. The way Chase
here's why I'm mad.
It seemed like it wasn't
here's
intentional,
why I'm mad.
Just thoughtless.
She was not apologetic.
Yeah.
That's what pissed me off the most. If she went back and she's like, listen, I love America. Grab the flag. Hold it up. I fucking love this country. I'm so sorry. I just was caught in the moment, and one of our girls saved it. It was not intended. Then I would have a different thought process. But she came out. She's like, yeah, whatever. I did it.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever going to do that because there was many pictures of her kneeling during the national anthem.
Kneeling down national anthem.
So it is pretty fucked up. A lot of people were upset about it.
She shouldn't play soccer for USA.
But
she shouldn't be on the USA team.
I think it's a different girl that we're talking about.
No, she's kneeled.
There's the one that fucking kneeled. The one that dyke, I guess, would be the best way to describe her.
The pink-haired girl.
But then there's another girl that fucking dropped the flag. It's a different girl. I'm telling you.
No, pink-haired girl, same girl. Their lead scorer.
Yeah, that's the one who fucking
she kneeled
took a knee.
And she.
And there's the other one that did not. Here, I'll just show you.
No, but the pink-haired girl threw.
I know of the kneeling. That's all I know.
I'm totally an expert on something I haven't seen. So I'm going to tell you.
But anyway, regardless, I don't want to stay too much on this. If you're representing...
What was her name? Say her name one more time.
Kelly O'Hare.
Kelly O'Hare is a dope motherfucker.
Yes.
Good on you, Kelly O'Hare. Yes. That's fucking awesome.
Speaking of sports, did you guys fucking see that hockey coach that fucking just...
It was her.
Said that fucking rant.
This is the one that
if there's anybody that doesn't want to fucking stand during our national anthem, grab your fucking gear and get the fuck out of here.
Hockey guy.
The hockey coach.
Fucking
amazing.
Love that guy.
I mean, look, even
fucking amazing.
Yeah,
dude.
he's like,
I feel like coaches should be doing that shit.
All coaches should be doing that.
He's like, we're not the fucking NFL.
She hands it over,
we're not fucking soccer players. We're fucking hockey players. And I'm like, fuck yeah. This shit was so fucking hard. It gave me a fucking American boner.
An American boner? Well, what other kind of boners do you have?
Every once in a while.
It's because his veins get red, white, and blue.
That's not very good. That's not healthy at all.
Are you sure? American boner. You never seen it?
I told him to shut his commie mouth. That's pancreatic cancer.
That was actually awesome.
Yeah.
So I gotta get that.
I try not to be so sensitive over it, but the symbol of our country is very important to me, and it should be very important to every American.
It's not. I understand that you get real, that's one thing that, you've always got.
Dude,
that's always gotten you fired up.
I cry when I am in a live
all the time
audience. Every time they fucking raise that flag and we have to stand for it, and they sing that song. I don't care if it's a pre-record or sing that song. I cry. I cry my fucking eyes out because of how much I fucking love that symbol and how much I love my fucking country. I cannot stand that we have people that actually want to live. I guarantee if we take those people and put them somewhere else, they're gonna get mad because we kicked them out of our country because they want to live here, but they don't want to. They want to piss all over it. It's like, come on, man, what the fuck?
Well, they did say if somebody got elected, they would leave the country.
And they're still here. Every single fucking one of these piece of shit motherfuckers. We're almost going on 4
years here.
All these fucking famous fucks.
It's been 4 years.
Right. Yeah, these famous fucks that are up there that said that they were going to fucking leave, and they tried to use...
Not yet. Almost.
2016.
They said that they were going to leave the country, and they tried to use their celebrity, their fame, to go ahead and push their agenda, and all. We're going to leave and go to wherever. They never fucking left. They're still here. You fucking... I'm getting angry over here.
Take a shot. Take a shot out of that beautiful can right there.
That's what I've been doing the whole time. I've been taking shots.
Let's fucking sell some water.
So anyway, I want to build a 22 bolt action suppressed rifle.
Yep.
Really bad.
Like it.
We went and shot.
I also want a Mark IV or Mark III suppressed
with the short barrel on it, so that way it doesn't look so fucking ridiculous.
Or the Innovative Arms integrated suppressor upper.
That'd be cool. I want an original Mark II fucking integrated suppressor that
I have
fucking
Mark II
seals.
So if I buy the Mark II,
I have a Mark II too. It's just, but it doesn't have that.
I know, but
fanciness.
But the upper part's the gun. So if you buy the upper part that's made for Mark II, you already got it. You're ready to go.
Yeah, but how expensive is that?
I don't know. Let me find out.
Thank you.
I think
that'd be cool,
I think our good friend Jay is suppressed now.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he just sent me a picture. He might be shooting somebody else's rifle, or it might be his, but
he just wanted to share a boner. He's always loved a fixed stock. Oh here.
Yeah, dude, he was the number one person that always has stuck with the fixed stock.
Hey, you. Fixed stock. Fixed stock. And
I like fixed stocks.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of fixed stocks,
I got two fixed stocks. For those that know about it, you'll appreciate it. For those that don't, then you'll say it sounds lame. I did a what would Stoner do build.
that is a good way to put it.
So
man.
is it
that's pretty much?
Is it red with a yellow racing stripe down the middle of it?
No. So Stoner, one of the main creative forces behind the AR-15, he's credited with making it, but really he wasn't the only one involved there.
I was thinking Stone.
Yeah. Mike Stone.
That's where I was.
That's where I thought it was funnier. I was like, yeah, fixed stock. Yeah, okay.
What would Stoner do? So basically, Stoner.
I don't think you can call him Stoner because we have a Stoner.
No, his last name was actually Stoner.
Well, that sucks. Sorry, Stone.
So
other Stone. You're number 2, Stoner.
The idea was build of all the fantastic options for AR-15s, what would that be chosen? Like, what would that look like? Because he was really out of the bubble back then. Like, everything was wood and steel back then. To make anything else, it was crazy. And he made an aluminum and carbon fiber rifle, which was 6 pounds. I mean, it was very fucking interesting and out-of-the-box thinking. And so I built a rifle with a 1:6 variable optic, which weighs quite a bit. And with that on there and sling and some other stuff, it is 6 pounds.
I like the optic.
Pretty fucking interesting.
Optic a lot.
We went out and shot like a crap ton of guns, man. There's a few different types of ARs, DMR style ARs. There was we had AKs out there, all types of pistols and everything. And the most fun I had was shooting a bolt action 22 suppressed.
Yeah, bro, it's like shooting a BB gun.
It was so much fun. It was so quiet. I was knocking, freaking bowling pins down at 100 yards, and I just had literally the most fun doing it. So I'm going to build one. I think for my birthday, I'm going to buy there's a Ruger American rifle isn't it like an Elliot exclusive?
Birthday. You fucking talking. Oh.
Yeah, it's right on the corner.
I forgot.
Isn't it
It's only $1,000.
What's $1,000
for a 22 Mark? I think it's the whole gun.
Integrated suppressor. Yeah,
Mark IV's integrated suppressor.
The Ruger American that's out right now, the Bronco, that's like an exclusive. The Ranch, it's an exclusive one, right? Like there's only it's a limited release, right?
How exclusive? No, I think it's an actual standard model.
Somebody told me it was a limited release or something like that.
God damn it! Back on the internet.
Back on the intranets. Because if that's the case, I'm probably gonna end up having to pick it up like next week.
I don't think so. I think that it is a standard model. But I will find out.
Maybe in that color, probably.
I mean, honestly, I don't really care much about the Cerakote.
I don't care about it either because I know a guy.
Yeah.
we all know a guy.
Is that the original Stone? Oh,
the
second
Stoner
to the second power.
Oh, he's the second Stoner.
Well, yeah, he has to be. The old timer is better.
Yeah, old timer. So Stoner squared.
Yes.
Stoner's squared. You remember when that used to be an insult? Square. You're so square.
Hip. Yes, I remember that.
Hip.
Do you use like old fucking terminology? Like, bro, that's rad.
That's rad. That's
what I do.
Ooh, you might be right because it's not on their website.
I think that's a limited release. I got to buy that fucking thing. Damn it.
It's pretty dope.
The bodega.
Bodacious. We used to call it bodacious.
Cowabunga.
How about Jit?
Yes.
What's up?
No,
Jit?
that's still a thing.
Is it still a thing?
It's very much still a thing. Jit. It's not used the same way, but
used to call people herbs. Like, you're such a herb. Like you're lame. You're such a herb.
So that cowabunga meme.
When Dillon had a mohawk, he definitely said cowabunga.
No, I still used it. I used it the other day.
I feel like cowabunga was like
cowabunga.
Pretty much a California thing that got popularized because of
turtles.
Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Surfer. Yeah, it got popular because of that. Radical dude.
Yeah.
Like Shaw.
There's a lot of things like the Valley Girl speak too. There's a lot of things just because shit was
Uppity Speak, I can't stand that. So
Can you talk it for me?
Like, oh my God, like the other day and like this and like that and I had this.
That's
and
Valley Girl. But there's also Upspeak.
Pretty good.
Upspeak.
Am I wrong?
You said Uppity Speak,
I'm sorry.
so I was thinking Upspeak. But
Upspeak is when they start going, so I was over here at the mall the other day and then we were over here going over and driving around.
Bro,
So I saw some clips the other day.
You guys are fucking
And-
reminding me of like people that fucking just go to LA, and anytime they come back and they're talking about LA, they'll be like, tacos are the best at LA. And you're like, what? Run that one more time?
You start saying hella.
Or
Bro,
bodacious.
I forgot about hella.
Dude,
I'm gonna use hella
so
all the time now.
Coming from Kansas,
hella lot?
It's hella dumb.
That's hella dumb.
it's my favorite thing coming in from Kansas to where people would move to like New York or LA for like a couple years and then move back and talk about LA or LA or New York like it was like this fucking the greatest place ever.
Like,
and like
the weather
the
here
culture,
sucks.
The culture there is just so much better.
Yeah.
Like,
Everything was better in LA.
And then they look at you and go, so you're a Trump supporter, huh?
well, so like the reason I find that so enjoyable is that now that I go back there, I'm fucking pretty goddamn well traveled as a human being, and I'm like,
Multicultural is what it's referred
yeah,
to.
you think so, do you? And like, I was talking to, oh my god. So you're giving me shit about something that my brother actually said to me. So you're a Trump supporter, huh? But I met my good buddy's girlfriend, and she was kind of out of her mind. She believed she was from Wisconsin, and she believed that people from Wisconsin don't have accents.
No, yeah.
And that
Wisconsin,
Kansas isn't part of the Midwest.
Ooh,
because it's not far enough north.
So she's just opinionated it all right off,
like,
right off the bat.
Literally, you're wrong. Like, no. Okay, what is it? If you can't get more middle,
it's
it
right
east?
in the middle.
Is it Southwest? No, it's Midwest.
Midwest.
But she was going off. But she was defending y'all. And the reason she was defending y'all is I spent a bunch of time in Portland, and y'all is gender neutral. So that's a big thing in Portland, to be gender neutral.
He's got a voice too. His voice is good. Did you hear it?
Everybody
Did you hear it?
I need to get my voice game up.
You got to get your voice game.
I was dying.
So she was a supporter of like the pronouns. Is that y'all?
I didn't even get that far. I was trying to be cordial. I mean, it's a girl that my friend really fucking likes. He's been single for a minute.
Have you met us?
Don't
like,
ruin
you don't
it,
want
but
to bring girl like we do that.
Oh, she left in anger. Like she didn't. He was like, it's not your guys' fault. She's mad at me, but she was mad at us.
She was mad at us.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Like I started arguing with her immediately. Like what? When she started saying that dumb shit, and then my buddy was just like smiling.
Did she come out in introduction just like that? Did you go like, "Hi, I'm Dillon"? She's like, "Hi, Kansas is not part of the Midwest."
It got brought up like within like the first 2 minutes of talking.
Holy fuck! Dude.
And then I started talking about like you realize when she was talking about accents. I was like, you realize that, when actors that are from other parts of the world that speak English, like the UK or New Zealand or Australia, and they want to sound American and not have an accent, that they generally will travel to Kansas because it's the least, like there's no fucking accent in Midwest. Not necessarily Kansas. It can be Iowa, but like in the fucking, this strip of the Midwest, we don't really have much of an accent. That's why that's the most like neutral ground to go learn how to like get rid of your accent. And she's like, no, they go to the what'd she say? The Great Lake cities. They train to sound like the Great Lake cities because it's the most soothing voice that everybody has.
She is fucking nuts, dude. Bro, I'll tell you what, you already lost your seat at that wedding, bro.
Yes, your seat's gone.
Your seat's gone.
So my buddy that works for Harley, that plant's already closed. Like it's totally closed down in Kansas City, and he's one of the last people working there, and he's been working remotely. He's going to work there for like till November, and he's got to find another job. But he's been working remotely and talking to people from Wisconsin constantly. And so when he caught wind of it, because he was kind of at the other end of the table at a loud bar, so when he caught wind of it, he's so much more of a savage than me. He was fucking just let loose on her. I'm like, oh yeah, it's just a coincidence that everybody I talk from that's from Wisconsin has a fucking horrific retarded accent. That's just, it's not Wisconsin. It's just everybody you talk to from Wisconsin has that fucking accent.
I think of Franny every time for some reason. I know it's not exactly 100% about the accent. But,
yeah. It's almost fucking Canadian. Like the fucking
Canadians
accent.
Don't fucking say that, bro.
Wisconsin.
They don't.
They do.
They don't say a boot.
Depends on where you go in Canada.
Maybe the fucking
Does
French.
all of America
sound... The fucking French?
No,
man. I think I've heard
French Canada.
Does all of America sound like the South?
What?
Because that was her immediate response, is to say that the people from Kansas sound like they're from the South.
She's fucking nuts.
And I said, "Have you been to the South, you dumb bitch?"
So, like, I've been to Florida.
I left out the dumb bitch part, but I thought real hard.
Florida is pretty south as you can go, and last time I checked, they don't have that accent because you got
Depends
a little bit
on who you talk to.
Well, you're going to be talking to fucking mostly
I say coffee,
Cubans,
and I live in Florida.
They're going to be
so,
like,
if you talk to all the transplants, all the transplants, that's why Florida is somewhat not considered the South. That's why it's a battleground state. Is there's so many millions of transplants, but there are a sect.
There is a lot of fake titties here. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Yes, there is.
But there's also like some old school people, like families that have been here forever. They have Southern accents. That's still
we did know a guy that had an accent and was never born there.
He was proud. Well,
he wasn't born there.
Instant tablo.
I'm thinking of a different guy that was very proud to be a cracker. I'm a Florida cracker.
That guy.
Yeah,
not that guy.
Yeah, he had a Southern accent, and he's Florida born and raised.
He said that he's a Bama boy, born and raised, and I'm like, bro, where are you really from? He goes, Ocala.
Yeah.
Ocala.
But he had the fucking like Alabama accent. I'm like, where did this fucking accent come from, bro?
Made it up.
Ocala does not.
Made it up.
Ocala, man. No, I don't think it's made up.
I practiced it.
No.
But I say that, but I also simultaneously say that everybody that has like a Southern accent in Kansas is making that shit up because that shit doesn't exist in Kansas. Like, but that was the thing in high school of like when they wanted to be like country, they wanted to be all about like fucking trucks and shit. They just start talking in a Southern accent. They had no Southern accent. Their parents didn't sound like that. Their family didn't fucking sound like that. But they just started talking like it. So that is the thing. People definitely fake accents sometimes. That guy is not faking an accent. I met his family.
Last time in Minnesota, I met some Canadians, and they presented fucking beans with maple syrup. And some of them had like a terrible accent, and then some of them, they sounded just like this.
It's just like America. So, not everybody in Canada is going to have that accent, but that accent's Canadian.
Yeah.
People say
fucking know, dude.
If you drink a lot, then it'll come out more.
Didn't hear anybody say.
Now? Where'd you go?
I went to Niagara, and then we went to.
Yeah, but it's so like commercialized, and there's not a lot of.
Well, Toronto is pretty city.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I thought there was a lot of people moving from fucking the States up to there.
And then, even then...
Probably. I don't fucking know. But
like, okay.
Most of them were Canadian. They were like, no, I'm born and raised here.
For another example.
But because I asked him about that, like, I got drunk enough to the point that I'm like...
You're just talking to him?
Yeah. I'm like, so do Canadians really say a boot? He's like, fucking South Park. No, we don't fucking say that.
He's wrong.
And then...
He's wrong.
Hear me out, bro.
Okay.
I had the conversation with a fucking Canadian.
I'm just saying...
How are you going to tell me that
because I've been friends with Canadians. That's why I can say that. Okay. I went to school with Canadians.
Okay.
Like,
I'm pretty sure I heard it. And I also heard them say A after everything.
They do say A.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is literally all the time.
No.
Goodbye, Dillon. Goodbye, Dillon. Goodbye, Dillon. Everybody say goodbye. Everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Not all New Yorkers make terrible New York accents, but some New Yorkers have terrible New York accents.
Coming from Bad Karma Live.
Yeah, bye, guys.
You can search them on Instagram. Cabal USA. Don't forget that's cabalusa.co. Check it out. Promo code Covert Standard. You got Clear Malfunction.
I fucking love you people.
I am the Nitro Panda. Don't forget to go to covertstandard.com. Check us out on there. Our YouTube channel is also up as well. Our Instagram page, show us some love. And we have an address. You guys can go and mail us stuff, including
still send us dumb shit.
Yeah, send us a bunch of... I checked it the other day. It was empty, so I was a little sad. But it's okay.
Send nudes.
Via...
No.
Yes.
Anyways.
He's like, no.
Love you guys. See you guys later. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Still waiting on the goddamn axes.
Yeah, I don't think he's making axes these days.
No. He's not. Axes, no.